Welcome to Creating the Mind Now, this conversation and you. If you haven't already watched parts 1 or parts 2 of this conversation, please go back and watch before continuing to part 3. You are the creator of your life. We are also going to have a conversation about resistance versus acceptance, being open to receiving, and a prayer of gratitude. So let's begin now by discussing that you are living in a body in order to create a mind. If you do not look closely into the thoughts you let into your mind, it may begin to create someone inside of you that you do not like. But why would you allow the mind to not love you when you are creating the mind? I want to begin to daily affirm to yourself that you are. Perform this exercise daily starting now. Yes, right now. I want you to stop what you're doing and write down these affirmations. In parts 2, we discussed how you are going to start to write things down, and we are going to continue that exercise in video 3. So go get your pen and paper, pencil, pen, whichever you prefer, and don't worry, this conversation can wait. Now that you have your pen and paper, I want you to write down these affirmations. I want you to begin the affirmation with I am, and then I want you to fill in the blanks. I want you to start with I am love, I am courage, I am prosperity, I am abundance, I am kindness, I am courage. And I want you to continue on filling in after the I am with whatever it is that you want or you feel that you may lack. Remember, you already possess all of these qualities. Now you just need to bring them into existence. Get yourself a notebook if you haven't already and devote it solely to this practice. Begin now to allow yourself to take the time out of your day to devote to creating yourself. Remember, it is the most important work you will ever do. And now our conversation brings us to resistance versus acceptance. When you change your thoughts and put yourself into a state of being rather than wanting, you accept what is. When you accept what is, you let go of all the resistance within. What you resist persists, and it is the resistance to what is that creates the feeling within you. When you try to change something and want it to be different than what it is, you have created resistance. Take, for example, you have lost your wallet. You begin to feel that something has been taken from you or that you have lost something that was once yours. This thought of something being taken from you allows your ego to hold on to the idea that it was yours and you were a part of it. The truth is that everything you have in this life, everything you call mine, is not yours, but you believe it to be. When we leave this life, we will not be able to take any of these things with us. In fact, the more you attach to, the more we begin to find ourselves feeling as though we have lost something, but it never really belonged to us. You just think it did. If you were to lose your home and find yourself starting all over again, would this be something that you could accept? Would you allow the resistance to what is to create a feeling inside of you that wanted to change what is happening? Now, this is a question I really want you to sit and consider. I want you to ask yourself, do I resist things or do I know how to go with the flow? Do I accept what is and continue to move forward, or do I resist it and dig my heels into the ground and try to change what is versus accepting? Do I want it to be different, or do I accept what is and be in the moment? Be open to receiving. You cannot find what you are looking for in a crowded house. You need clear space. It's like your mind. You cannot have the thought you need if it is cluttered with thoughts that you don't need. Meditation is one of the best ways to connect with God, Source, whatever word it is that you want to associate with anything that is greater than your being. Take a few minutes each day to get comfortable and relax. Focus on what you desire and remind yourself of the power you have within. I remember when I first began meditating, I thought about sitting with my legs crossed and humming, but this is not always the case with meditation. Meditating can be anything that quiets the mind or slows down the thoughts, allowing for inner peace. The inner peace we search for is silence. Silence exists within once we eliminate the noise, which is simply our own incessant thoughts. Meditating can also be writing down what it is you are thinking and then going deeper into the thoughts. You can ask yourself questions as to why you are thinking this, which brings the awareness into being. If writing is not something you enjoy or take an interest in, listening to music can also be an amazing tool in which can help. And now our conversation has brought us to the last part of this video, which is the prayer of gratitude. The earth has a consciousness, a source, a God, a all-knowing being, whatever word you choose to call it. We use words to interpret the world and images we see around us in hopes to communicate with others. Whatever you choose to call it, the higher knowing and the awareness, it is still just a word. But we can agree it is something we cannot see, but a part of us knows that it exists. Praying is in most forms asking for something you want, but a true prayer is that of gratitude. Gratitude allows us to have a feeling of being grateful for what is and not wanting what is not. We tend to pray for what we want, which can be faulty because this would insinuate that you do not have all it is you need. God, the universe, the source, the higher self, or whatever word you want to name it, always gives us what we need, and this can come to us in many different forms. When you pray for patience, you set into motion a need for it, thus creating an opportunity in which to be patient. The universe will always give you what it is you feel you need, whether you think you like it or not. Instead, confirm to yourself, I am patient. This affirmation allows you to be patient rather than thinking or believing that you need patience. The universe will always give you an experience you need based upon how you feel. Remember, we talked about it. Like energy attracts like energy. But we've already gone into that, so if you haven't had that part, please go back and refer to parts 1 and parts 2 of Creating the Mind Now, This Conversation and You. Nothing is good or bad, it simply is the thought you choose to have. Take, for example, your car breaks down on the side of the road. Is this bad? Do you begin asking, God, why is this happening to me? Why are you doing this to me? Well, this is only your perspective and how you are choosing to judge the present moment. Instead, thank God that this is happening to you. Nothing happens to you, but rather for you. And the universe is always giving you what you need and an opportunity to change how you feel and what it is you are attracting into your life experience. Left, right, up, down, happy, sad. Everything has an opposite. There is always an opposite because we need to know how bad feels in order to feel good. The opposite feeling bringing forth an awareness to know, okay, this feels bad. So begin to start feeling grateful for all the feelings, for the awareness. Feelings are an awareness to what's happening within you. To know this feels bad or this feels good allows you to choose the thoughts that give you the feelings that you enjoy. So now, take this newfound knowledge and continue to create how you feel and create the life that you get to experience. Remember, you are the creator of your life.